Pastor Ron back with you again today. Yesterday we talked about God's creation and kind of the end goal that He had for creation, the end game, if you will, of what His intentions were in creating. And today we're going to expound a little bit more on that.
Yesterday we saw Christ give the ultimate command that because God is love, that we are also to love. And because God has already demonstrated His desire and His love for us.
And so today, for those of you visual learners, if you're like me, you have to see things to better understand them. We're going to give kind of a visual illustration to maybe kind of help us to better wrap our heads around them.
Okay, to help us kind of see this from a human perspective, we want you to suppose for a second that you are secluded on a remote island, away from everything else.
But you had the ability to create an entity that would serve you. For the story, let's call them robots.
These robots could serve you and do everything you wanted them to do. And they could do it on command, and you would create hundreds or even thousands of them. Everything you desire, you would have at your spoken word. Do you suppose in this scenario you would be perfectly happy?
No.
Why? You know, from what I've seen in the world of robot building, the coolest thing in the world would be to build a robot that could think. One that could think on its own. But I think that the ultimate thing to build a robot to do would be to build a robot that could love. And there's not any robots built that could do that.
And I believe the reason that for the purpose of this is we're created in the image of God. We have a desire to love and to be loved by God.
What we're really trying to do is to help you be able to wrap your head around this whole concept and idea of the creation. And to let you see that there was a purpose in creation.
In a creation without man, though, there would still be something missing. Now, don't get us wrong. It's not to say that God needs us, but the fact that we were created for the purpose of loving God.
And you know, in Genesis 2:19 and 20, we see the first recorded response of man's God-given ability to make a choice. If you look at Genesis, it says this, it says, "And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names to all the cattle and to the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field." You know, God set Adam in place. And God gave Adam the ability, and this is the first place where we find it recorded, where God gave him the ability to use his decision-making ability to make a choice and to show us that God gives man the ability to make decisions. We're going to take this back up again tomorrow, so come back tomorrow and we'll see you there.
See you.